Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Oblong Polka Dots and my name is Kerr, and on this channel we talk about makeup, skincare, and beauty. So if that's something you're into, you've come to the right place. I'm getting ready to go have my nails removed completely so I can let them take a break for a while, so I need to hurry up and get this look done. So what I'm going to do is use this new CoverGirl Clean Color Clean Fresh palette that I hauled in my previous video. This is the 292 Smoky. And that's what it looks like. And yeah, I'm excited to use this because I have another one that I really like a lot. And I thought, okay, if I try this one, I'm probably going to like it as well. So I have some other new products that are in front of me today. I'm going to point them out as I use them. First of all, my skin is already prepped and clean and ready to go. Yay! I don't think that this palette has fallout, so I could do my face first, but I don't really want to risk it. So we're going to go ahead and do the eyes first, and then we'll get into the face. So for my eyes, I'm actually going to start off with this new product to me. It's the ColourPop Shadow Stick. And this one is in the shade Walnut Avenue. And that's what it looks like. We'll take off the lid. I'm going to try and see if this works as well, if not better, than my Laura Mercier Caviar Stick as a base. Ooh, this is really creamy. Nice. I hope that it holds my shadow. It feels really good though. The application definitely feels just as creamy as the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick, so that's a plus. If it performs as well, that'd be even better because this is at a wonderful price point compared to the Caviar Stick. You could treat this as a one and done and just blend it in and that would be it, but that's not what I want to do today. Okay, so we're going to see how this performs, but I can tell you that the application so far is really comfortable. I'm going to blend in these edges just a little bit with this brush. We'll try and see how far out it blends. Does it blend into an oblivion, or do we get to still keep some of that color? To me, that's kind of the telltale sign. A really good product, you're going to still see some pigment there. Okay. Yeah, you could totally wear this on its own and just smoke it out. I'm taking this all the way out to the end where my eyebrow ends. So I'm using the tip of my eyebrow, the tail of my eyebrow, as my guide to see just how far I want to go. Very nice. Okay, let's grab a flat brush and start packing on some of this color. So I have a brush right here. I normally do my makeup in a gradient, so from lightest to darkest. So we're going to try sticking with that pattern. I'm going to show you these colors one more time, and then we're going to try getting into that part of it. So I'm going to begin with this shade right here. I'm not going to begin with the black because I think that's going to be like a little too deep. And I'm just going to press this down close to my lash line, and I'm going to pull it up and out. So on top of this brown, it's giving a pewter. And we're taking this all up here and we're making a triangle with it. There we go. And we're going to do the same thing on this side, just following the lash line to begin with. So we have a good line going up, and then we'll go back up here to the rest of the triangle. And we're taking it to about the outer third. Okay. First of all, I like this color. This is really nice. I can see myself using this color with other shadows. Just a really nice smoky effect. I have it right up here in the crease too. Can you see that? Okay, so that's our triangle. Make sure we have it kind of matched up on both sides. Add a little bit more right here. Ooh, yep. Yep, this is smoky. All right, so the next shadow we're going to go for is this one that's right next to it. And we're going to go further in on that mobile lid using the same brush. We're going to pat this down right on top. So we have a line where these two shades are overlapping. And we're going to just blend it in. So we have a nice transition. Like I mentioned before, this palette, it's just like the other one. These shadows are so easy to work with. They're so easy to blend. I mean, for a drugstore palette, I know people complained because it was $13.99, but I'm going to tell you something. You would pay a lot more for this quality of shadow if you were buying a Lorac palette or a Pat McGrath palette or a Natasha Denona palette. And this shadow performs on par with those shadows. It's equally as good. So I think that for $13.99, this is a steal of a deal. And that's why I really wanted to grab some more of these from the line. And when I went into Ulta, I couldn't believe that they didn't have it. But the lady's like, no, they have it online. I was like, okay, cool. All right, so see how well they blend together? And then we're going to go in with that silver color for the rest of the eye. Let's add a little more right here. Just a little more in the mobile lid. So we definitely want to make sure that they have a place to overlap with each other. Okay, so now we're going in with that silver. This one right here. Let's pop that on. And that's going to be on the inner corner. And we're just going to take that and overlap it with that previous color. And that's it. They make these palettes in such a way that you don't really have to think about how you want to apply the color. If you just follow along with the color story that they created, then it's very easy to put together a look and make it look like it's glamorous, or make it look like you really are a makeup artist, so you really know what you're doing. And I like that. I like the fact that they make it so easy and so accessible, especially if you are new to makeup or you've never done makeup before, you're still kind of trying your hand at it. Palettes like this are perfect for that. So I'm going to set this down and I'm going to go in with a smaller brush. We're going to grab a smudging brush and we're going to go back in with this sparkly black right here. And that's what we're going to use along the lash line. So let's go ahead and pat that in, and then we're just going to travel along the lash line with this color. We're not using it for anything but the lashes because we want to make it look like we have a liner. Just take your time with something like this. You want to hug the lashes. You should feel your brush touching your lashes. It shouldn't be any higher than that. See how that looks? How you can smoke it out? Then we're going in a little bit more on this corner. And again, we're just dragging it right along the lash line. You also may notice that I did not go all the way to the interior of the eye. I just went ahead with the 2/3 of the eye. I'm not going any further in because I don't want it to be that deep. I still want to have some light that's coming to my inner corner. And black is such a dominant color that it's very easy to overtake whatever else you've worked on. So you just want to keep that in mind. Again, we're just traveling along the lash line. That's all we're doing. Just keep a steady hand. Use your lashes as your guide and press gently as you glide along. And you get a nice smoky look, and it looks like you're wearing an eyeliner, right? Okay, so we're going in a little bit further up on this corner. Not too far. We still have that same line that we have to guide us from before, so we know where to go. And we're just adding a little bit more, not a lot. Following that shadow right there along the corner. And we're going to make it look just like we have on our eyeliner. This is a really fantastic way to practice at doing a wing liner because it's very forgiving. No one's going to notice if you were off by a little bit because it's smudged right into the line of the eye. So it just looks like it's part of the look. Just like that. Okay, and then we're going to clear everything off by cleaning it up. And we're going to work on the rest of the eye. So I definitely recommend these palettes, you guys. They are fantastic. As I mentioned, very easy to blend, very easy to use. They are a really good price point. I don't know what else to say. I'm not sure what else I could say. This is that same brush from earlier. I'm just blending out these edges a little bit. And then I'm going to grab a wipe really quick and we're going to clean up the edge. And from there, we're going to start working on the face. So I do have a little bit of fallout underneath, which I can see right here. And that's what I meant by I would much rather do my eyes first, especially with the shadow that I'm not exactly familiar with, just to make sure that if I do need to clean it up, it's not going to be a hassle. I don't have to go back in and touch up my makeup. I can just go on from here and start working on my base. There we go. Super duper simple. I love an eye look that is unfussy or uncomplicated, but still looks like it's done by a professional or still looks like it took a long time to apply. I love looks like that because I feel like those looks are the ones where they're the easiest. They really are. I have a gray liner here, and I think I'm going to try using just a little bit of gray. Sorry, I hope I'm not making too much noise, you guys. This one is from Avon, and it is called the Glimmer Sticks Waterproof Eyeliner, and this is in the shade gray. I don't typically wear gray anything, but I thought it might go well with this look. So remember how I didn't put any shadow here on the inner third? That's where I'm putting this gray liner, just to seal the deal. So the gray is much lighter than that sparkly black. So we're not going to swallow up the eye, but we are going to complement the color. Yeah, boy. And then we're going to see about going right here. Then we're going to see about going right there. We're just tying the top and the bottom together. That's all we're doing. Okay, that's good. Let's get this face done. Girl, I gotta go get my nails did. Let's get it done. I have the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser right here. This is another one of those primers that I used to use a long time ago. I bought this because I was looking for something to take the place of the Smashbox. What's it called? The Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Because, honey, I wore the heck out of that primer. I love that primer so much. I used to wear it all the time because it's very blurring. But it comes in a very small tube and is expensive. So I needed something that would do the same thing, but be at a more accessible price point. I'm not above spending money on makeup, but I'm not going to spend it like unnecessarily either when I can find a product that's going to do something that's comparable. So I have the Milani Conceal and Perfect No. 4 Nectar. We're going to use this color corrector underneath the eyes. And we're just going to cover up some of that gray. Going to neutralize it, really. Same thing here with the melasma. And then we're going to take a little sponge and we're just going to press this in. Just like that. I like to use an orange or a reddish orange. I've tried salmon. I guess this could be called salmon too, but I want something that's more red than salmon as a color corrector because I feel like it works better with my skin tone. I have another new product here. This is from Beautycounter. It's the Dew Skin Tinted Moisturizer. I have it in the shade number 7. I've never used this before. I did my shade match online, so I have no idea if this is the right shade for me. We're gonna find out. So we'll just squeeze a little bit out here. I ended up buying this product because I follow Monroe Steele here on YouTube as well as Instagram, and she uses it all the time, and I think it turns out beautifully on her skin. So I thought I too would give it a try. I probably need a little more product than that. I think she applies hers with a brush, but you guys know I am partial to a sponge. So let's see what this turns out like. Oh, it's very, very sheer. Very sheer. It's truly a skin tint. I'm not really seeing too much difference, with the exception of it's covering up a little bit of the red that I have, and that's about it. I think I could probably venture to put a little bit more on, so we're going to do that. It does feel good. It has a very neutral scent. It doesn't smell like they put anything in it. There's no fragrance. You definitely can put a lot of this on because it's not going to, you're not going to overdo it. It's really, truly a skin tint, which is nice. I really like that one from L'Oreal, but this might be a good contender. I did treat my skin today though, so if it looks a little bit shinier than usual, that's part of it. I needed to do a little resurfacing today. See that red spot? Let's cover that up a little. Yeah, so this is very, very sheer. If you're looking for full coverage, this ain't it. But if you're looking for some coverage, it is. I have the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Concealer here. Mine is in the shade M21. I have not tried this yet. It's new to me, so we're going to see how this works as well. Look at me busting out all the new products, you guys. Hey. I heard this is phenomenal, and we're about to find out. Because if this is as good as my Lancome Tainty Dole, then I'm happy to have it in my collection. It has a very small applicator, this little tiny doe foot applicator. It's like a little mini, little baby cakes. So we're going to take our sponge and just blend that in again. Wow, it's very, what's a good word? It's emollient. Good grief. I probably put too much on, huh? I didn't know it was going to do all this, though. I just put it on like I normally would. Okay, so, yes, Pat McGrath. Very emollient concealer. It feels more like I'm wearing, I don't know, like a lotion or a cream than it does a concealer. I'm not sure if I like it. Only because I probably put too much on. Probably. See if we can shear this out a little bit. I don't always have the best luck with Pat McGrath's products, with the exception of her shadows. Everything else has kind of been like hit or miss. I did a shade match online for this on her website, and I don't know if this is really my color. I feel like it's a little too yellow for me, but it's what we're working with. Hey, let's go in with our our Ruby Kisses HD Set and Forget setting powder. This is one of my absolute favorites. We are at the tail end of this little container. Remember, if you put too much, you're gonna look casket ready. Just keep that in mind. And I have the feeling I'm gonna need this to keep that Pat McGrath in place. That stuff is super emollient, very creamy. And it's also very yellow. I don't think I was ready for that. I'd rather have it be a little bit warmer, or at least a little more neutral. I can pull off yellow in some brands, but not all. So, all right, so we powdered our face and let's go in. I have this Morphe blush balm. It's a Sof-Focus cream blush in Mighty Mauve. That's the packaging. And then this is what it looks like. This is new to me. So we're going to see what it looks like when I put it on. All I'm doing is dabbing. Sometimes with creams I go a little bit overboard. Today might be one of those days. I mean, who are we kidding, you guys? I go overboard with blush all the time. This shears out beautifully though. Can you see that? So, yes. This is a yes for me. I think though with this particular blush, it probably would fare better if I topped it with a powder blush. But I just want to see how this wears throughout the day. Because sometimes with creams, what I have to do is set it with a powder so that it doesn't migrate all over my face. But this is really pretty. And as mentioned, it does sheer out nicely. So, yeah. Pretty color. Very pretty. Hey, I like it. What is that? Artwork? Is that Picasso? Okay, we're going to clean up the brows a little bit with our MAC pencil in Spiked. Remember, my eyebrows are tattooed, so I don't always fill them in. This is one of those days I'm not going to fill them in. I don't need them competing with this wild daytime smoky eye we have going on. And then for my setting powder, I have the Milani Peach Make It Last Scented Setting Powder, or Setting Spray. Setting Spray. This is discontinued, so if you happen to see it in like TJ Maxx or Marshalls or Marshalls or TJ Maxx, Marshalls or Ross, you should grab it. It's really, really good, you guys. And then I also have here my Sephora. I never know what these are called because the numbers on these are microscopic. I'm going to have to leave it in the description. Oh, it's number 14. I was going to say I'll have to leave it in the description. So with these, a little goes a long ways. You can see all I did was put 3 little dots. You saw me. Just 3 small dots. And you got all that pigment out of 3 little dots. So I did learn from watching Nana's channel that you can use this as a lip liner. And I thought that was so clever of her. These are really beautiful. I love them. I have a ton of them, like a bunch, because I really like how they wear. They do though, if you're not careful, your lips will dry out. So you do have to have something on, you know, to kind of keep them moisturized. Otherwise, this is a really good product. Love them. That's why I bought so many of them. Let's finish up with our Fenty Hella Thick Mascara. You guys know I have been loving this mascara so much. Like, sis, this mascara, Platinum D talked about this on her channel. She's the one that put her followers on, and I'm glad she did because I sure do love this mascara. It is hella thick, as the name suggests. The moniker is fitting on the nose, as they say. It just looks so like, look at my lashes. Look at that. Girl, you better get this. Head over to Ulta too. Don't buy it at Sephora so you can get your points. They just had a sale over the weekend. It's still the 21 Days of Beauty right now. But I think it was Sunday or Saturday. They had a sale where you could buy any mascara or lash products, or lashes, I should say. And they were giving like 5 and 10 times the points for diamond and platinum members, and you better believe, girlfriend, I jumped all over that. I bought 2. I'm supposed to be on a no-buy this September. I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm about to no-buy my behind into some debt if I don't knock it off. Let's get the bottom. There we go. I am very happy with this eyeshadow palette. I knew I would be though. This, you guys, Covergirl. Whoever's over there, congratulations, you know what you're doing. So I got a little tiny bit of mascara right here. You probably can't even see it on camera. I'm gonna let that dry and then I'll flake it away with a little Q-tip. If you get mascara somewhere you don't want it to be, don't remove it right away. Just let it dry completely and then gently flake it off. Okay, you're welcome. All right, what do you think? Do I have lipstick on my teeth? Nope. Yay! I really love this look. I think it turned out great. More specifically, I really love this palette. I hope that you guys get a chance to pick these up. They're adorable. They're on Ulta.com. They're worth it. Believe me when I say this, you'll be reaching for these all the time. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.